So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about some programming language C++. So before I start, if you don't know me yet, I'm Suzanne and feel free to subscribe to my channel and so you won't miss out every single of my new video. So I have been learning programming for almost 2 years and I actually studied the same syllabus for almost 2 times. Cause in Form 6 I got to study C++ and my first sem of uni. So I have to study C++ too. And for the result, I could say it's perfect, but it's good for me too. I've got a A for Form 6 and Sem 1 for my uni. So yeah, everything that I'm going to tell you now in this video is just based on my experiences and it might be just helpful for your examination. I'm not professional or what, so don't be serious to this video and what I'm going to tell you soon. Okay, let's start. So in case you don't know what is C++, I'll explain it all here. And C++ is a type of programming language which are popular out of so many programming languages. And C++ is a high-level language, so human can actually easily understand and modify the code, and it uses keywords and symbols too. I think that's a different point between C++ and other programming language because I'm studying Python now also. So yeah, I found that there's something different. Is that it compiles the whole source code together instead of compile source code line by line. So that's it. The main point is really easy understanding. So next, for those who studying C++ just for examinations, C++ syllabus are actually just like made up of few categories that I would say is SDLC, Pseudocode Flowchart, and the code itself. So my main point here, my tip here is to really focus on those important syllabus. Firstly, SDLC stands for Software Development Lifecycle, and basically you just have to know like planning, analyzing, deciding, implementation, testing, and maintenance. Go and study it and understand it so in exam you can play around with your idea about what you have learned for this 6th stage of SDLC. It's really simple thing. It's like it's your main idea. You just have to know the main idea of this SDLC in every single stage and then you can just play around with your answer in your exam. Next is pseudocode and flowchart. So pseudocode is simple. You just have to make sure there's start, an end or stop in the beginning and the end of your pseudocode. And the center part, follow whatever inside your code. Do not have to like so specific, just make it really simple and easy understanding. That's the point for pseudocode. So for flowchart, it's simple too, I would say. What you have to do is to memorize all the shapes. For example, diamond shape is for conditional code and rectangle is for process and else. So one thing you have to know for both pseudocode and flowchart here is that you have to separate according different function. Like you have main function and another function for different use, right? So it has to be separated. Just separate it and that is perfect. And next come to the keywords and symbols. So those keywords and symbols are used for writing your source code. And normally we were taught to use in hashtag include stdio.h as our header file, which includes so many different library functions for your coding. And the most normal one I would say is printf, which is used to print out whatever you want. And before we go deep, you have to familiar with those %C, %F, %S, and so on. And you can definitely find it all online, so don't be lazy. Go and find the list that for most usable data type here, which are int for integer, char for character, and float for floating point, or number with decimal if you want to know it easier. Okay, let's go to some simple things that you must know and understand throughout your whole syllabus. The most common is to use the scanf, so the computer can read whatever user type from the keyboard. And besides, there are still many keywords that you can use to read the input and display the input, like getChar and putChar and get and put, and else there are so many of them. You're gonna just have to go and find the use of them, the function of them. So study it and learn it. You might be used, you might not, but you have to know. At least know what the hell is it, alright? Next, the control structure. Before you come into this, you have to first learn the relational and logical expression. It helps if you're familiar with this. So control structure will be used when there's a condition in your code, or such as grade A or B or C or D will display different message. So we use control structure here, and the most common are the if-else statement and switch statement. And next is the loop statement. So for loop statement, it's different compared to control structure according to what I understood. And loop statement usually used when we want the statement to repeat continuously until we want it to stop or end the program. Yeah. So normally what we use here is while loop or for loop. They are the most popular used loop statement here. So yeah, go and learn it in your syllabus. You have to find it out. Alright, this one is really important. So next thing is the function. As I said before, you can have your main function and others function for different use. So first, we must know what the difference between function prototype, function definition, and function call. Go and find out. And then you must be wondering, what the hell is the function even for? So basically, we already have the main function when we start run coding, like the void main, int main, and main. Yeah, that's the function. Alright? The function that's saying here is mean that it's extra, or beside that our main function. Yeah. And this extra function helps us to code more orderly and to prevent errors. Yeah, so many errors in our code, right? So this helps. So for example, it's hard for me to use more than one if-else statement in just one main function. So I don't know why every time I try to do this, it just won't work. So in this case, we can separate one of the if-else statement from main function, and it did help. So try it. When you have the same problem as me, so just try it. Separate it to a different function. It really helps. Okay, next is array. Array basically is just used to store data or value. We have one-dimensional and a two-dimensional array here, but normally I will just use the two-dimensional to prevent errors again. Yeah, and then next is struct. It actually also used to store data as well, but this struct is different because this I usually use to store a group of data. Yeah. For example, my name, age, height, weight can store in struct 0, while the other person name, age, height, weight can be stored in struct 1. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so C++ for examination purpose is just that simple. As long as you understood those syllables that I told you, you can definitely directly go to your exam. The most important thing is to do more exercises, same as mathematics. Programming also need a lot of practical exercises, so don't be lazy again. Go and do some exercises, past year or whatever exercises. But this is all just based on my experiences. It might not helpful to some people, but yeah, so always feel free to go with your own pace. That's the important thing. Everyone have the different style of study, and this is my style. It might not helpful to you, but to me it helped. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I hope you like the video, and remember to give me a thumbs up if you like the video too, and share it to your friend who like to learn C++ too. And the important thing is don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and so you won't miss out every single of my new videos. And yeah, I will see you in the next video soon. Bye!